Assalamualaikum readers, welcome to my YouTube channel Fictional World. Welcome to English romantic novel That Is My Love. Episode number 5, written by Aksa. Assalamualaikum, how are you? Zaman met her right on the path, leading into the house. As soon as he saw Maji, he greeted her with a smile. The next day, Maji and Ida come to their house. As soon as they entered, Zaman met them right away. They put their hand on Zaman's head and kissed his forehead and then hugged him. Assalamu alaikum Lala. Ida greeted him warmly and looked at her brother affectionately. Zaman, after separating from his mother, smiled at his nervous little sister, who was standing behind her. And then he walked over. He kissed Ida on the head. How are you, my doll? I am fine, Lala. What about you? How are you? And how is Huram? I can't see her. Patience, patience. Come inside, she inside. As soon as Maji and Ida entered the house, Huram, who was waiting for them, saw Ida and screamed in excitement. Ida was weakly happy. Ida, you are here. I missed you so much. They hugged each other as if they had not seen each other in years. Huram quickly looked at Maji, who was calmly watching her daughter-in-law with a stern look. Seeing her mother-in-law staring at her from behind Zaman, Huram gulped and left Ida's hand, picked up her dupatta from the floor, put in her head, and like a good daughter-in-law, smiled at Maji and greeted her. Assalamu alaikum Maji, how are you? With a fake sweet smile, Huram was trying to make Zaman laugh. And Ida felt the same way. Walaikum assalam. Finally, you know that mother is also here. Maji replied. Huram looked helpless at Zaman, noticing her mother-in-law's sarcastic tone. I have been thinking of you since last night. I have been waiting for you since last night. Have you been thinking for me too? Ma, let's rest for a while and then we will go. Before she could say anything else, Zaman distracted her completely, focusing her attention on the reason she had come. In a way, he saved Huram from trouble. When is there time to rest? Let's go. Thankfully, she completely distracted Huram, avoiding her eyes from mother, rounded her lips, and gave his Hitler a kiss. Zaman barely managed to look away from her because Maji was watching. Otherwise, he knows exactly how to take revenge in a better way. Let's go in a little while. Zaman said with a smile to Maji. No, let's go now. And you two, stop talking together. With the maid, arrange a nice meal. Zaman had told her to give orders to both of them. Maji had already made them nervous. After they left, Poor and Ida relaxed and enjoyed themselves. They had fun until the maid came in and told them that Maji and Zaman had returned. Suddenly they were nervous. Maji asked us to arrange a nice meal. What are we going to do now? Huram, madam, The lunch has been ordered by Zaman and everything for the evening meal is arranged. The maid told them, Zaman, you are so fine. Khurram thought to herself. The two of them went outside together. When they saw Maji holding so many shopping bags, both of them were surprised. You guys went for a checkup or went shopping? Khurram asked while peeking into the shopping bags in front of them. Ma, check if anything is missing, Zaman said, offering the shopping bag to Maji. Khurram, who was sitting, kept looking through the shopping items. You all want to see the doctor for a checkup? Aya asked as she calmly opened the shopping bag to see what was inside. Why did you buy so many things? Are you going to a function? Aya asked eagerly. Maji and Zaman looked at each other first. Then Maji spoke. We have arranged a small function at home today. Some guests are coming in the evening. What kind of function? Khurram turned her neck completely to ask Zaman. It's Ira Nikah today, Zaman said seriously. Khurram and Ira were both shocked. The shopping bag slipped from Ira's hand and fell to the floor. They were both in a complete state of shock. Khurram looked at Zaman with a displeased expression. She thought Zaman had changed and that he would not have any objection to Ira and the Rayab relationship anymore. Everyone know how much Ira and the Rayab love each other. But because of life difficulties and some problem circumstances had kept them apart. Still, the love between them was as strong as before. But Zaman's harsh decision had caused a storm in Ira and Khurram's lives. Ira was lying with her head on Khurram's lap when suddenly Zaman entered the room. Khurram looked at Zaman with angry eyes. How could he, her beloved brother, do such a big injustice to her sister? Zaman said, You go outside. I need to talk to my sister Ira. Khurram, with tears in her eyes, left the room. Why are you crying? What are there tears in my doll eyes? Don't you trust your Lala? He asked while holding Ira's hand. I trust you, Lala. Ira's words brought peace to Zaman's heart. Then trust me, I will never want harm for you. I have made the decision as a father, and inshallah, you will always be happy with my decision. My doll. He kissed Ira on the forehead. I trust you, brother. Ira smiled with all her heart, burying her pain inside. After the nikah, you will be the one thanking me, Zaman said, patting her cheek and standing up. Ira watching him leave the room with tear-filled eyes. Khurram with a heavy heart was helping Maji preparation for the nikah ceremony. Maji gave Khurram a dress and said, I bought this for you. All of guests are coming soon. Everything is ready. Now go and get ready properly. Really properly. She spoke firmly, knowing that Khurram only cared about food and sleep. Zaman seemed a bit changed. Maji added, Thank God some of my advice had an effect on you. Khurram's face brightened with happiness. I am doing it, as you said. Are you happy now? Look how I have changed Zaman. she said with shining eyes, hoping for praise. What is there to be happy about? I have seen the world. Don't try to fool me. Maji continued. When will you fulfill my wish of having grandchildren? I still don't see any sign of it. Or are you still acting like a child? She paused and then said, Don't forget Zaman is a man. Test his patience as much as you can. But don't complain about my son later. When she started to speak, she scolded Huram nicely. Huram went into the room with a sucking face. Zaman, you are still hanging around here. Go and get ready quickly. Seeing Zaman busy with his work, Mother scolded him. Yes, Mother, I am just going to get ready. As soon as Zaman entered the room, he saw Huram fumbling with her dress. As soon as Huram's eyes fell on Zaman, Huram's hands trembled. She pressed her waist against the wall. Zaman was slowly moving towards Huram. He grabbed Huram by the arm and turned her around. Huram wanted to say something, but Zaman put his finger on her lips and silenced her. He started zipping Huram's waist with all his might. As soon as Zaman's eyes fell on Huram's waist, Zaman got a little drunk and touched Huram's waist with his lips. Huram closed her eyes and then Zaman started to wander. He touched every part of Huram's waist with his lips. Huram's breathing started to increase. Zaman, what happened to you? Zaman suddenly changed Huram's direction and placed a god of silence on her lips. His action was so intense that Huram found it difficult to stand on her feet, as if her breathing would stop right now. She was standing with the spot of Zaman. Zaman was drinking the gem drop by drop with her lips. He had become completely intoxicated. He did not even give Huram a chance to breathe. After some time, he became afraid of Huram's condition. He left Huram. We will start from this at night. Get ready today. Saying this, he immediately left. The Huram. There was a strange intoxication in his eyes today. Huram started to feel very nervous. Ira was ready. She looked very beautiful in the bride's wedding dress with exquisite jewelry. She looked so cute that she could see Huram also looked very cute, but sadness was on both their faces. Huram hugged Ira and said, You look very cute, mashallah. May Allah always bless you. Huram had prayed for Ira with her heart. Just then Ira saying something with her mother come in. Maulvi Sahab is coming to perform the marriage ceremony. She said that Ira's heart was beating badly. Ira held Huram's hand tightly. Huram understood with her condition. Could be. She had also been in the same condition a few months ago. Mother took out the wedding dupatta she had kept aside and put it on Ira's head, tying it around her neck and holding her hand. She brought her to the living room. Huram and Ira did not let go of each other's hand. for a moment. Maulvi Sahab sat to one side and began to perform the marriage ceremony. Ira's heart was beating to full speed, as if life was leaving her body. As Maulvi Sahab called the groom's name, Huram raised her head and looked at Zaman, but he was avoiding looking at her. He stood next to Ira, who was very fond of him. Mother pressed Ira's shoulder and gestured for her to accept. With great difficulty, the word accept came out of her mouth. As soon as she accepted, everyone congratulated her. But still both Huram and Ira were in state of passion. Huram came inside to Daryab and slapped him on the shoulder. You could not have told me before you had getting married to Ira. You all hid it from me. Huram was looking at Daryab angrily. I swear, my sister, I did not know. Zaman Bhai did not tell me, otherwise I would have hidden something from you till today. I will hide this from my sister. Yes, this could be their plan. They are the ones who want to make a fool of me. She could never get angry with Daryab, but her anger could not be over so easily with Zaman. Daryab, let me tell you one thing. How is your feeling? She was asking very happily by making Ira her husband. Daryab smiled lightly and said, Nothing, it's normal. How did Zaman agree? She was still surprised at this, and at the same time she was extremely happy. I don't know, Daryab said, but Zaman Bhai is very good. The way they got married with you, I had a very bad suspicion. But I was wrong. He is very good. Indeed, he is the best person. You should appreciate him and stop this nonsense now. Praising Zaman, he explained to Huram, What do? I am very innocent girl, right? Yes, you are very innocent, my dear. Daryab fell on his sister and hugged her. Suddenly Ira said, Hey Hur, I have to change. Where are my clothes? She fell silent after seeing Daryab. Huram separated from Daryab. Hey, you stay here. I will bring your clothes. Huram ran and went upstairs. Daryab had understood Huram's devilment. He started passing by his place. Dad, only my sister has the right to call me Dad. Do you understand? Ira? No one has the right. Only my sister has the right. You are jumping around my wife. Consider that also a favor from my sister, because Zaman Bhai gave me the role of my sister, and I can do anything for my sister's happiness. Daryab, I just want to apologize to you. Forgive me. How easy it is not to apologize. Why did you have to believe your brother to prove my love? Okay, you believe whatever your brother says, but instead of humiliating me, if you believe me and ask me to step aside, I would have walked away without a trace. But you do not have believed me. You had stabbed me in the heart. He pointed by placing his finger on his chest. There, I just have to say something. Ira opened her mouth to give some explanation, but the taste stuck in her throat made all her effort futile. I don't need any kind of explanation from you. God knows who I am. Daryab, forgive me. I love you. I don't need your love, he said angrily and left. Past. Zaman was married to his uncle's daughter, Vishal. She was a beautiful girl, but still Zaman wanted to spend time with her in every way. Even after 6 years of their marriage, Vishal did not know what Zaman liked and what not. She just lived in her own way. She took every wrong advantage of the freedom given by Zaman, which our God and society do not allow. She was a slave of the self, and those who become slaves of the self. The self ruins their lives, and perhaps only destruction was written in Mishal's destiny. Mishal did not care about Zaman. Now she was becoming completely oblivious to Zaman day by day. On the contrary, Zaman was a wise and good person. He had mercy for everyone in his heart. He was a very compassionate person, but Mishal did not appreciate it. Ira and Huram were very good friends. Zaman come to pick up Ira from Huram house. Huram and Ira were hugging each other and saying goodbye again and again. Even after talking to our friend all day, her heart was not satisfied. Tell Ira to go home. Mishal was not paying attention to their friendship. She spoke very passionately. Zaman had also opened his mouth to say something, but he was very surprised to see an extremely handsome boy inside the gate. Huram ran ahead of the boy and hugged him. Zaman was looking at the two of them very seriously, who were hugging each other. Huram separated from him, so he turned to Ira with emotion in his eyes. He was saying something to Ira, which Zaman did not hear. But in an instant, he opened the car door and moved toward them. Ira, let's go now. It's been a long time. Oh, I met you today. I was very eager to meet Zaman Shah. The boy was serious so warmly he had left Huram and extended his hand to Zaman. Brother, this is Huram, brother. How are you? Why did Zaman Tan's face soften when Ira told him with so happiness? He held his extended hand in his hand with such warmth. I also enjoyed meeting you. Ira, you will not introduce me? They had forgot about Mashal. Huram and Daya, this is Zaman by wife, Mashal. It was nice to meet you, Huram said. Mashal was looking at Daya with her lustful eyes. Daya also started feeling confused by his eyes. Okay, then we will meet again, Zaman said and got into the car. The next day, Ira went to college where she found Huram and Daya. Daya was constantly staring at Ira. Shame on you. There we are. Just think about it. Huram has made a brother. She's my chilled-hold slave. He had winked at Ira with great boldness. I'm not slave, Ira said as usual, getting angry at his wink. So Daya winked again. Ira held the handbag in her hand and slapped his arm. Huram just stood there looking at both of them with loving eyes and was smiling. Come on, let's take a detour, he said to Ira, putting on his helmet. As much as Huram was scared, Ira was very crazy about bikes. How can I leave Hur alone? I do not understand one thing. Why do you care so much about your nun? More than your future husband? Daryab looked at both of them. This is not my Nan. It is my sister. This is my friend, my everything. Ira stood nearby and hugged Huram with all her love. The same was the case with Huram. And what I am? Daryab asked Ira. You are my soul. Ira also replied with a hug. Oh, you have made my heart happy. Don't be shy. Come on. Come now, my childhood bond. Daryab pulled her hand and pulled her closer to him. You both go quickly, otherwise I will start crying alone. Huram said, placing the helmet on Ira's head. Ira and Daryab both laughed at Huram's words. Daryab started the bike and went on this way. Ira grabbed Daryab tightly. Daryab's bike was talking to the wind. Both were so lost in each other that they were not aware of their surroundings. Vishal was watching them both with jealous eyes from the car window. Well, this is how it is going. The man considered his sister a pious person. Now I will tell him. As soon as the man came home, mother called Zaman. Zaman, son, go get ready quickly. We are getting late for the function. Yes, mother. I am just going to get ready. Mishal came home. I don't know. I do not know. For one thing, you have given her too much freedom. I don't know where she lives. She has no idea what time of day or night. Zaman, it is not good to give women so much freedom. Yes, mother, I will explain to her. Saying this, Zaman went upstairs to the room. The daughter of one of Zaman's business partners was getting married, with whom he had family relations. All the family members were leaving in such a short time. Mishal also came and started getting ready to go. She chose a very bold sari for herself. When she got ready, mother said, Dear daughter, wear a proper suit. Mother did not like Mishal's vulgar dressing at all. Saris are the most comfortable for this function, mother, and Zaman liked it very much, so I wear it on his request. Mishal threw all the debris on Zaman and got busy on her phone. Zaman was driving seriously. Once again, mother realized that her decision was wrong. She had made a big mistake by choosing this girl for her diamond-like son. They had reached the wedding hall. Everyone welcomed Olive very well. The man left her and went toward the van. There Zaman met Daryab. Daryab met Zaman very happily. Yes, Daryab, how are you here? The reason of my presence is that the wedding of my father's friend's son. So Huram and I had to come here due to their immense influence. And you? I am from the girl's side. Then we become relatives. Let's shake hands. This time the man laughed and patted his head. Mother, this is Huram, my bestie. Ira held Huram's hand and ran to introduce her to her family. Mother's eyes fell on the beautiful face for a moment. Huram quickly greeted her. Mashallah, she is very beautiful. May Allah protect her from the evil eye. Mother replied her Islam with praised and prayed. Yes, I have been very beautiful since childhood and I have kept away from the evil eye. Huram sat next to her and began. Mother looked at the girl seriously. There was no structure in her speech, but there was a lot of innocence. Continue. So, how did you like today's episode? Unfortunately, this episode was very late due to some busyness. I could not write on time. If you like the video, then like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.